Good morning. Happy Saturday. Good morning, Chris. I see Chris, let me tell you, you are the winner. You're always first in line. Always ready. Good morning, Chief.
That's true.
Cawfee
Good
Tawk.
morning. How are you?
Tired today. Yeah,
Yeah.
tired today. So we're going to kick off our Coffee Talk, guys. Welcome back to Coffee Talk with Sunny and Chief. Don't ask me what episode it is because it's been 3 weeks, and I think it's episode 37. Could be 38. I have to verify all of this, and typically I do this before Coffee Talk. But you know what? I'm going to give myself some grace. That's right. We're going to start it off like that. Give yourself some grace. We're here, and that's what matters most. Welcome in to Coffee Talk with Sunny and Chief. We're happy to be here with all of you. Black Rifle Coffee, it is for you, Chris. Well, I guess I'm going to start us off with Operator Coffee, Rose 22, hashtag never alone. And if you guys do order from them, use code Sunny10 for a discount. So we're going to kick off this morning's Coffee Talk. Chief, it's so nice to see your face.
Yeah, it's good to see your face. I was there a week ago, and it's been, I think, 3 weeks since we did a coffee talk.
It has. It really has. And it's different to have coffee through the screen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not as fun, not the same.
Not the same. Welcome in, Dana. If you're just joining us and you're on the YouTube channel, please know that we host this live every Saturday morning, unless we're taking a little PTO time, which is well deserved, over on our TikTok platform. So please, if you're on TikTok, follow us over on YouTube. You'll see all of these episodes are uploaded on my YouTube channel. If you need a little direction, go to my link tree. There are many links in there. Get to know my website, get to know our website, our nonprofit, and then you'll find others on there as well. So have some fun in there. We also have merch. Guys, I couldn't resist this morning. I know you're wearing your Chillbilly shirt, and I almost thought about it, Chief. I almost thought about it because we love our Chillbilly. He's amazing. But I couldn't resist, especially after last night's live, our veteran live last night, living life on the sunny side. So I couldn't resist. Yes, this is in my merch store as well. I don't wear it that often, but I really should, because it's got a great message and it means something different to everyone. What does living life on the sunny side mean to you? And how do you attain that? How do you attain the sunny side? So we're going to kick us off this morning with a little bit of a recap from last night.
Yeah, like I said, it was really good to reunite last night because we hadn't done a Veterans Live in like 3 weeks. So it was just really cool to see some of the familiar faces, some of our family that we haven't chatted with in a while. Got some folks in boxes, and it sounds like, everybody's going through it, and time to take breaks. And so I think that it's funny because this is something that you and I had talked about in person when I was there. And I know that I was away from TikTok for a couple of weeks, and so were you. But that's a good example of how to kind of just let go and fill your cup, which we talk about all the time, but I think that we do it in such a way that it's just, we kind of breeze over it. So I'd like to talk about what it really means and strategies and signs that you need to fill your cup before it's empty,
Great points. And that's right. Our friend Frizz is in the house. Good morning to you, and Dana and Rain. I felt like I was on a cartoon from my childhood for a minute. It was Dr. Rogers. I don't even know what it was right there. And we got Rain in the house. We got Frizz in the house. You're right. We do it, and we do it together. That's what a supportive community looks like. When we see someone down, we try to help them up. And, you mentioned how the only correction I think I'll make is that not everyone was going through it. What I noticed last night was it was like on different tracks, right? Maybe a few weeks ago, we had a few going through it and they've overcome and they were in a different place yesterday. And then we had a different group going through it. And it's like we take turns, but at the same time, we're helping each other through it. And it's so nice to see that a few weeks ago, maybe some that were going through it are in such a different place. And that's the reminder, you guys. That's the reminder. It's temporary. It's all temporary. No matter what it is you're going through, it will pass. And lean into the support. And then what we're going to kick off this morning is, how do you fill your coffee cup? How do you fill your cup? What does that look like for you? We talked a little bit about this yesterday, both a few of us on the panel on the Veterans Live last night, on what we do to distract ourselves, to occupy our minds, to silence the disruptive interruptions of thoughts. What do we do? And I know that you had mentioned puzzle. A puzzle is so therapeutic, and I don't think we give it enough credit, to be quite honest with you. That's just one thing. There are so many things that we can do, whether it's going for a walk and just having the wind hit your ears, and that's all you can hear. There's so many different avenues that we can take, but at the end of the day, it's what works for you, because what works for me or for Chief may not work for you.
That's right. Morning rituals are nice, like our coffee. That's a great one to start the day every day. I like to do my little win for the day, my first task, that make the bed, and then make some, I'll get the coffee ready, and that's my highlight for the morning. Like, I deserve the coffee. So I'll make the bed, I'll start brewing the coffee, I'll do my morning hygiene, and then it's like I'm going to make a little bit of time to enjoy at least a few sips of the coffee before I do anything else. So it's like a little micro win and a little morning ritual. And a good one to add to that is like stretching is a really amazing morning ritual. Some people do some type of grounding, walking around outside, or even journaling. But if you can, just make a little bit of time for you to have your morning ritual, whatever that looks like for you.
Absolutely. So this morning I had a lazy morning. I'm not embarrassed to say it. Hit the alarm maybe 3 times. I was tired. And then I sat there and I kept coming back to bed. I went to the coffee pot. I was like, no, you're tired. Go back to bed. I went back to the coffee pot. I was like, damn it, I'm really tired. And I was like, why am I beating myself up about this? I'm human. I'm tired. And it's okay to be tired, and it's okay to rest. We don't do enough of that either, whether you're resting physically or mentally. When do you take mental breaks? Let's just talk about the mental breaks. When do you take mental breaks for yourself, to sit with yourself, to watch a sunset or a sunrise, or to watch the ocean, or sit by a river and watch the current? We don't do enough of that. And that in itself is therapy. You'll see Sunny, I'll post videos and I'll hashtag water therapy, because that's therapy, guys. It really is. Nature is waiting for you. Whatever form of nature. And I realize not everyone can do a lot of physical activity. You don't have to. You can just sit in a park. You don't even have to walk the park if you didn't want to. What do you think, Chief? And welcome in, everyone.
I agree. I think it's important to look for the signs that your cup is going empty, like short temper, putting yourself into isolation. Insomnia is a big one that a lot of us talk about, just not being able to get to sleep. One that I saw Chubbley talking about this morning was neglecting your basic needs, like I talked about with hygiene, or even sometimes eating, exercising. When we get to that point where we don't even feel like doing some of these things, it's definitely time to take a mental break for yourself and give yourself that permission to take a pause and focus on you, because I feel like so oftentimes we focus on our jobs or our children or just getting things done, and we don't want to take that necessary time for ourselves because it feels like we've got all this other stuff to do, and we don't even realize it when we're running on empty. And so, yeah, there's tons of things to do that we can talk through, but I think it's important to just kind of first identify, like, I need a break, and it's okay to take it.
Guys, your car don't run on E, and neither do you. It's that simple. Remember that every single freaking day. Sunny's talked about this a few times, how taking that mindful moment is so important for you, whether it's first thing in the morning, end of day, both times actually would be preferable. You start your day with a mindful moment for yourself, and then you reflect on your day before you go to bed. Kind of get through some of the thoughts before you lay your head on the pillow. When we talk about sleep and disruptive sleep, for instance, so you said, getting to sleep. Some of us, it's staying asleep, right? Not just even getting to sleep. It's getting to sleep, then freaking staying asleep, and it's a struggle. I know myself, if I'm carrying high levels of stress, Stress is a killer. Talked about this yesterday. It like literally destroys your central nervous system. You're not sleeping right. You're not eating right. You have digestive problems. It affects everything. If you have anything going on, it kind of like triggers inflammation in your body. So if you're already struggling like fibromyalgia, that's me, guys. That's me. My shoulders are like rocks. It will hurt. It feels like pins and needles. Those are the things I look for. It's like, okay, I need to do something. Then I'm not sleeping right. I'm not sleeping right. My sleep is disturbed. Why? Because I'm carrying way too much up here. I can't shut it down. And that's an indicator for me to take a break. So when we talk about breaks, and welcome back to Cawfee Talk. Yes, we're back. Why? Because we took a break. You need to take a break. I can only speak for myself in this instance. Yes, we love to see each other, so we need those breaks as well. But I needed a break too from the commitment, the extra commitment. As much as I love all of you, as much as I love being here, I need breaks too. You know, I need to take breaks to say, I don't need to do that today. It's okay. Everyone's going to be okay, because there's other avenues for people to reach out to each other as well. And give yourself permission to take breaks. Like Chief was saying, give yourself permission. It's so important to do that. Too often we carry this, no, I can't, no, I can't. Like the world's going to crash and burn, you know, everything's on fire if you take a break. No, it won't. You know, maybe you'll have little fires, but that's okay. Everyone's going to survive. You know, what's most important, and you said this, Chief, about Chillbilly, when we're so preoccupied with filling everyone else's cup that we forget to fill our own, we find ourselves on E, depleted. And I've done it. I'm guilty of it. We're completely depleted and we haven't taken care of ourselves. Going back to our basic necessities. From the time you get up, what are you doing for yourself? Are you having your favorite cup of coffee? Are you going for a walk? Are you doing those things? And Chief also indicated, you know, look for the signs. If you yourself know that, boy, shit, I'm not having my coffee. I'm not going for my walks. I stopped going for my walks. Stop going for your routines. Those are indicators. You need to get back to it, because you're going downwards. You're not here, your baseline. And essentially we want to reach a baseline and then hopefully keep going up, right? But those are indicators. It happens to all of us. Don't beat yourself up. It happens to all of us. We're human and we carry a lot.
Yes. Yeah, and I think that it's important to know the different types of breaks, because it doesn't always mean take a vacation. You know, sometimes it's just a micro break. Just take 5 or 10 minutes to go breathe, stretch, step outside, walk around a little bit. I like to just connect with the dogs. Like I'll have Striker and I'll take a break in just a moment to connect with him or Spike. And there's something to that, just like, you know, sitting in front of some water. There's that connection ritual, I guess, that happens. Then there's daily resets that we can schedule to take. You know, that's making some time to read, or a hike, or a music therapy session. You know, like doing a music live for me is like a reset. If I want to do that, I can start some music, people come in, I'm vibing out, and you know, other people partake in that therapy, and it's a daily reset that you can do. Just even on your own you could do that. And then there's extended breaks that I think we don't make enough time to take, because that's, you know, weekend retreats, or even a veteran meetup is a good example of an extended break. You know, the Sunny Side of Freedom veteran meetups. Taking some time to go camping or go visit family. You know, that's what I'm talking about with those extended breaks. And it's good to kind of get away from the day-to-day and break that up. And that helps tremendously with Big Reset.
Absolutely. We all need a little washer. We have our friend Sequoia Dustin. And for all of you who are joining us this morning for Cawfee Talk, welcome back. We're back. 3 weeks of no Cawfee Talk with all of you. We missed you. We missed these conversations. We keep it real to the best of our abilities. It's not scripted. We're not reading it from a book. This is just life. We're living life with all of you. You know, friendly little reminders that we give ourselves, we give to you. You know, so often we look for direction. I've looked for direction. What do I do? What do I do? Well, no one really can tell you what to do, right? Only you know. You're in the driver's seat of your life. Own it. It's your life. You know what's going on better than anyone else, better than any book or any therapist. You know what's going on in your head. You know how you're feeling, and no one can actually tell you what that is but you. Now, therapies and friendships and support can help you They can complement those conversations by adding suggestions. Like, I never thought of that. Last time we brought up puzzles. Who the hell talks about puzzles anymore? But the truth is, there's so much therapy in a puzzle, and the puzzle will hold you accountable. Put it somewhere. You have to walk by it every single day. You will find yourself stopping to take a mindful moment to put a piece in. That's just one little example. Did you want to say something, Chief? Go ahead.
I did. We were talking a little bit about life on the sunny side and what that really means. Like, to me, that's a perspective shift. You know what I'm saying? So when I'll get stuck in moods sometimes where I'm hyper vigilant, or I'll get negative and I get stuck into that. And that's a choice. It's choosing to to be in that mood. But we can also choose gratitude, joy, even if it's a tiny little thing, just to be grateful. And a lot of times, like, I try to do this when I wake up, and I try to do it when I go to bed, or anytime I catch myself being negative, I'll start to think about what I'm grateful for and what brings me joy. But that's not easy a lot of times. So for some people, it's best to have a gratitude journal and just kind of write those things down. That way you can always come back to it and refer to it. And that's kind of like your baseline. And then reframing your situation, instead of saying like things like I have to do this, you can change it to like I get to do this. Look at things as an opportunity instead of always a chore. And one of the biggest things that's ever helped me, especially living life on the sunny side, is laugh, smile, have some fun, have a sense of humor. We get so serious all the time and make things like no fun for ourselves. Even if I'm like building a project and I'm all in serious reading instructions mode, my kids aren't going to have fun with that. So we have to break it up and add a little bit of humor into that. And that's kind of why I got this tattoo here. This high fives to God was something I got when I was active duty, because we would get ready to pull into our home pier and the skipper would come over, the 1MC, and let us know we're getting ready to have some surf and turf, a little steak, a little lobster tail, and then let us know that, yes, all of you can see the home pier, but we're actually turning around and we're going to go out underway for another 5 days or a month. And every time, rather than just be like, oh, I really miss my family, or I got to go get all this done, or all these things that we had planned to do, you can't do anything about it. All you can do is just laugh it off. Little high fives to God, keep going, and know that it's going to be all right. It's just not going exactly as you planned, but you got to be able to laugh it off. Sometimes it's just too much not to.
Absolutely. Such an important point, guys. Humor is medicine. It really is. Laugh at yourself. I do every day. It feels good. You've seen it. I'm goofy. I'm goofy with myself. I can have a party by myself. That's the truth. Is it always easy? Absolutely not. I get myself in funks too. Trust me, I do a good job. I'm like, damn it, I'm not good today, or whatever. I'm allowing the stressors of whether at work or other people to enter my bubble. And where is Big Brother Rob this morning? Guys, share out the live. Get some of our friends in here. These conversations, whether we realize the value in them or not, are important. I'll tell you why. When we have these open conversations like this, it helps others feel like, oh shit, I'm not alone. There are other people. This is what's going on, Too often we live isolated in our minds thinking there's something wrong with me. I can't seem to get out of this. It's not just you. We have different experiences. We have different things going on affecting us, but we're all going through something. I'm just here to tell you that. We're all going through something. There is nothing wrong with you. You're human. And human beings take on a lot, and we have to find ways to process, keyword, process all of that information and put it into place, whether you're laughing off some of it, like Chief said, living life on the sunny side. That's right. Guys, what does that mean to you? I know what it means to me. Living life on the sunny side means that I want to have as little drama in my life as possible. It means that I want to laugh as much as possible. It means that I want to share my smile with as many as possible, because I realize that many don't ever get a smile from anyone else. There's so many things that it means to me. Living life on the sunny side is spending time with myself by the water, which is something I had to learn to do. And I want to talk about that, Chief, because I don't think that we always did that. We had to learn how to do that, okay? Actually, it's not think, I know. I had to learn how to do this for myself because no one taught me that, hey, are you taking time for yourself? No one ever teaches you that. Um, so I do definitely want to talk about that because it is a mindset. Having a positive mindset is hard. It's hard work, but so is having a negative one, guys. Think of all the energy you lose when you have a negative mindset and the world's always doom and gloom. You're using energy there too. So why not just flip the script and say, I'm done with this. I'm owning my life. I'm getting back in the driver's seat. I don't like the way my life is going. I'm taking control because I know that you can do it. You have to believe that you can do it. And I'm not just preaching to you. This is the God honest truth. But I can't do it for you. Chief can't do it for you. We can be here. We can be supportive. We can tune into some music therapy. That's going to like make us feel good. But at the end of the day, it's all about you, you know? Get back in the seat.
It blows my mind how much pain and stress, especially veterans, can endure and for how long they can endure it rather than like practicing self-love like you're talking about. Like especially with pain, because we get good at everybody's in pain, so we stop talking about it and we just endure it until something breaks. Well, our mental is exactly the same thing. And it's funny to me that we can put up with so much physical pain, even more than we do like with our mental, So it's funny to me that we don't take more breaks and make more time for ourselves living on the sunny side and making those choices. Positivity isn't toxic, it's fuel, and it can be contagious. And we talk about this all the time. Misery loves company. Well, it's the same on the flip side of that. When you practice that positivity, and that is hard. Like you said, it doesn't come natural. We don't, unless it's something that we were raised with and we've always already been practicing. But I think we get away from it and life happens, and we have to remember to change our perspective on things and make things fun and make ourselves happy. Like you said, sitting by the water and just sitting there peaceful when I was young, that would have been boring to me. I'd be like, what's next? Looking for that next thing instead of living in the moment and enjoying what I have right now. That takes a lot of practice, and sometimes we never even see that because we don't take the time to practice that like we do with skill sets. It's the same thing inside of our head as it is outside. Like I talk about with the gym or playing basketball, it takes consistent practice over time. Well, so does changing our thinking process. But I can assure you, if you change your thinking process, that'll change your life more than the body changes. That changes the way we look at everything, including ourselves.
Absolutely. So many wonderful comments here this morning. Thank you all for participating. Your presence is noted, and I appreciate you because what you don't realize is not only I or Chief are reading these messages, you're all reading them, and we're all taking something away from it. That's what a supportive community looks like when we're having like real conversation. Yeah, find time to ground yourself, seriously. Water for me, even yesterday before my live. So I worked all day. Chief knows the kind of day I had. It started from the time my eyes opened. I was on a mission. And yes, I write it down. And that's God honest truth. I told him, I said I had a list. And I was holding myself to it because I had been like kind of pushing things off for a little bit. And I got through my list and I felt such a sense of accomplishment. And I did this too. I was so proud of myself. When do you ever do that for yourself? We spend our lives waiting for like our parents say, I'm proud of you, or a teacher say, I'm proud of you, or your boss to say, hey, you're doing a great job. When do you take time to say, I'm proud of me? That's practice. I did that yesterday for myself. And at the end of the day, before my live, I'm going to give it right back to you, Chief, I promise. Right before my live, I was contemplating, do I go down to the water? It's right there. It's like freaking right there. Do I walk there though? And I did. And I got the sunset and it brought hope with me. And I was once again, that checkoff list for myself. I'm like, I'm so proud of myself. And I did that too. I took my mindful moment before I went live and I was here with all of you. So practice, practice, practice. And it's all yours.
Well, it's something that kind of resonated with me. I heard a long time ago was yesterday you making tomorrow you happy. And that's another good practice. For example, what I mean by that is like the night before, get your coffee ready or set the alarm so that when you wake up, it's already done and you don't have to do that. So it's like, oh, I appreciate me yesterday, or I'm grateful for what I did yesterday. My choices set me up for future success. Like doing your laundry, waking up, and today you have your clean clothes already ready, or your, like I said, your coffee, your medicine, whatever it is, prepped out. Yesterday you journaled, today you've got clarity instead of confusion, or you made a to-do list so that you're not guessing the next day. It's just yesterday you making today you happy, and that's something that you can plan for yourself. That's a good daily practice as well. You prep. We're used to prepping before our missions and making sure everything's ready. It's the same concept on life, though. We're just setting ourselves up for success when the fog hits, because that happens to me all the time. I'll be like, what the hell was I supposed to do today? Or I'll be like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do that because I didn't write it down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just good to kind of help ourselves
That's right.
keep track of it.
Live the life you love and love the life you live to the best of your ability. Yeah, I get it, guys. We live in a freaking crazy ass world. And if you have a job, then it's even crazier. And you're dealing with people all freaking day. And depending on the kind of job you have, and you're dealing with personalities, and you always got to smile, and it's exhausting at times. But don't forget about the most important person, which is you. And too often, that's exactly what we do. We forget about ourselves. And that's kind of seems to be the theme this morning, even from last night's live, our Veterans Live. We had a few of our veterans who were struggling. And we were there. We were amazing, guys. You guys were incredible at offering that love, that support, that constant reminder of it's okay to not be okay. You're freaking human. Give yourself some grace, but you're going to be okay. You know what I mean? You're going to get through this, and you don't got to do it alone. And what's most powerful that I witness is not just the love and the support in the room. It's we're all over this freaking country. And guess what? We're connecting outside the country. That's powerful. When you think about the connection that we're making with other people, that to me is like, holy hell, like that's pretty impressive, So keep showing up. Keep showing up for yourself. Did you want to say something, Chief?
I just wanted to add to the last statement. I can't remember what it was. I got to think about it. I should write this stuff down. Like you said, you just write a word down and then it helps you recall what you're talking about. But, oh man, so I do remember now. So like PTSD tries to strip away from us like our stability and our control. And when we plan, the day, and we've got it written down, like I do little boxes so I can check them off. There's something about that I've got to have like this freaking check in the box. But when we do that, that kind of, it ruins what PTSD is trying to do, which is strip away our stability and control. It's like we're rebuilding it back. And we just continue to do that day after day. Then it's really how are we handling the things that are outside of our list, the life, the things that just pop up. And it becomes a little bit easier day after day. That positive perspective practice, I guess is what it would be called. We all hate that word practice, but perfect practice makes perfect. It's just something that if you do it every day, it's an investment in you, and it will be a perspective shift. And before you know it, instead of, when people say, how you doing? You'll be like, I'm fine, or I'm all right. You'll be like, I'm great, and mean it. That's the perspective change in your life. It just takes so much work on your end, but you deserve it. You deserve to do that work just like you would for anyone else. Or in your garden, go water your plants.
Yeah. Well, here's another P for you. Patience. Have patience with yourself. Have some patience. That takes practice, but have some patience with yourself. We're not patient enough with ourselves. And yeah, we're making it about us today, guys. It's not selfish to love yourself. Sorry, it's just not. It's a hard one. Many of us weren't brought up with understanding what that means. Where do you start? What does that look like? So it's hard, and it does require practice, and it takes patience with yourself. But it starts with, again, living life on your sunny side. What does that mean? What does your day look like? What brings you peace? Um, Control the controllable. That's another one. Control the controllable. We could sit here all day thinking of all the things that I can't control and wrecking my brain, destroying my mood, my day essentially, because we've all had those days where I went to shit. It just goes. You're done. It's like, I did nothing today. And you know what? I've had those days. And you know what I say about those days? I needed it. And that's okay. And I'll do it again. I'll start again tomorrow. So always give yourself some grace at the same time. Life is life. Yeah, life is always lifing too, Chill Billy. Nice to see you in here. Life is always gonna life. That's right. And it's how you move along with this roller coaster of life, the ups, the downs, the unexpected events that are constantly happening around us, to others around us. We're always in some kind of, gotta love the love. I'm sending it back to you. But here we are. You guys are incredible. The way you show up for other people says so much about you as a person. And I've also learned that those of us that step into this place of wanting to help others, it's because we fully understand what it means when we've had no one to help us. I'm going to say that because there's a lot of truth there. There's truth behind, well, why do you do it? I get asked all the freaking time, why do you do it? Well, because when I needed someone to do it for me, they didn't do it. No one was there. No one gave me a smile. No one listened. No one cared. That's how I felt. Many of us feel this way. Many of us feel like no one gives a shit. And it's not until we start doing for others, we start to heal ourselves too. I have found so much healing by helping others. And the help doesn't mean physical help, monetary help. It means just by listening, being supportive, offering some positivity, listening to their story, sharing a smile, some compassion. Compassion is huge, guys. We don't have enough of that. Not sympathy though, but compassion, like genuine compassion. Chief? I'll keep going. Well, worse now. You're like in a tunnel now, sort of. But yeah, I feel like there was so much I wanted to say, needed to say. What I will say is always going to go back to you. Loving oneself is not selfish. Practice that. Identify with what that looks like. Get out a piece of freaking paper. I talked about this last night. Write down what makes you happy, what brings you joy. If you need to do a checkoff list to get yourself back on track, we do it. I have a checkoff list. I need a checkoff list, guys, not because I'm irresponsible. It keeps me accountable. It holds me accountable. And then I know what it makes me feel like when I don't attain specific things. And what I will say to all of you is yesterday's checkoff list for me today, when I woke up, I was like, yes, I think I only have one load of laundry to do. I get to minimal cleaning and I get to day to myself. Versus everything I did have all week long. If I waited till today, my weekend, my free time to fill my cup would have been completely occupied by chores. So balance it out for yourself. You don't got to do it all in one day, but a little bit each day. You good? You back? And welcome in, guys. Welcome in. We see you. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I think my earbuds just disconnected or something. I lost sound for a sec, but I'm back now.
Welcome back.
And I think another big one that I really like is you don't have to do it all alone. Like when I think back in the military and stuff, I never went on missions by myself. We always had somebody there. And so when you have like that shared understanding, when you have somebody that you can trust that you don't have to give these long explanations to, because I think that kind of is a big trigger for a lot of people. It's not just some folks want to understand, so they ask questions, but then it's hard to explain because it's like, I don't want to give this long explanation and answer all these questions just so that you understand or don't. So it's a lot easier sometimes when someone has been there. It's almost like that instant relief, and that can be hard to find after service. But through the veteran lives and even the veteran meetups, you can find those peer support groups, those people that you can trust. You can make those battle buddies and realize, you're not in this alone. You never were. We choose to isolate ourselves, and that's when it's especially important to realize it and take those breaks, take those mental health breaks, and fill your cup back up. And when you have those people in your life, they can help hold you accountable. They can sometimes even see the signs of irritability or isolation before you realize it, and help you to fill your cup before it becomes, before you have that outbreak or that rage or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Guys, matching the right energy is so important. You were talking about that a little bit ago. When you have those people around you, match that energy. When you find it, like I read a comment that says that they're so hard to find, but when you do find them, lean into it, trust it. It's not easy. And I think this application has taught us that we can trust in some of the process. Yeah, we're going to find a lot of shady. We're going to find a lot of people who aren't who they are. Yeah, it's part of the game, guys. It really is. But there's some amazing people as well. We have found some of the most amazing people we call family. We don't even just call them friends anymore. They're like family. You guys hear me say Big Brother Rob. He is like my brother. He could be blood at this point. Seriously. I would do anything for him. And one of the other things I realized, and you mentioned this, Chief, by the connection, uniting veterans across the nation. If you want to know what that really means to me, it started on this platform. What are we doing here? We're uniting them on a platform because every single veteran that I started connecting with, every single one of them was living a life of kind of, I hate to say isolation, but alone. Not a group of friends, no connection whatsoever. Then they started coming in. Now they have these social media friends. It's like, what the hell's going on? Now they're getting in boxes. And then we're meeting in person. Then after our meetups, they're meeting independently on their own. That's what it's been about for me. Uniting these veterans, getting them together. Last night, Hal said, I got a surprise for you this weekend. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but he's meeting up with another veteran tomorrow. That's what these opportunities, and it's what you make of it, right? Don't be so afraid to connect again, because there's so much in there in that connection that is going to add value and just change your life around. I look at all of you. I look at every single one of the veterans that I've had the privilege of coming in contact with and seeing where they are today from when I met them. I'm like, you're not even the same person. That's the God honest truth. They're not the same people. They're doing different things. It's just incredible. And I don't know if you want to speak to this, Chief.
A lot, actually, yeah. Because this is a difficult one that I've heard from a ton of veterans, because it's hard to trust people with so many fake people out there. We all experience that. I don't think there's a one of us that hasn't. I experience that in people I meet, even family members sometimes. But you don't have to invest everything right off the bat. This is something that I work on quite a bit, even with myself, because I have such a hard time allowing people in. But you can start small, just like with anything, with little doses, and see how people handle that. Do they respect it? Do they gossip? Like, what are they showing you, not what are they telling you? Because I choose consistency over words. Anyone can say the right things, but when you watch their actions, you see the truth. Do they show up when they say they're going to show up? Do they keep their promises? Even the little ones. Fakes flash really fast. They don't stay consistent. Real people are consistently there, and you can see that. And some people try to bond by exaggerating or faking experiences. We catch that a lot, especially on this application. Instead, just look for people who share your values, not your trauma. That's a big one that I haven't heard a lot of people talk about. But shared trauma doesn't build trust. Shared values does. And that's when you can start to find the real people. Look for people who are honest. They're respectful. They have good integrity. It's not just veterans. Civilians out here are doing those same things. They show those same values and can be more trustworthy than some of our veterans who are struggling still, because they're just wanting to share in that trauma and not heal. And fakes will push your boundaries. They ask for too much too soon. We see that all the time on here. I get that every day. I get love bombed on here every single day. And it's, like I said, too much, too fast. The trustworthy people respect when you say no, and they don't give you guilt trips when you draw your lines. We've all got to have healthy boundaries, because that reveals character. Like, faster than anything else is our boundaries.
I'm so glad you leaned into that conversation, because I'm going to say this, and I read one of the comments, you recently got burned. I'm here to tell you that we all have. multiple times. I have been hurt. I have cried, guys. I'm going to just say I have cried over TikTok relationships. Why? Because I trusted people to be who they were. And there was either maliciousness or they really weren't who they said they were. And I got hurt. I got hurt because I wanted to believe that they were someone I thought they were. And I needed those experiences, not because I deserved them, but I needed them to understand that, yes, keyword, actions. Actions will show you who people are, not words. Anyone can talk a good game. I could sit here and say all the right words to you all. It's what I'm doing. It's what I'm doing, okay? That will measure if I'm who I say I am. At this point, there should be no question in anyone's mind that Sunny is who Sunny says she is or doing what Sunny says she's doing. Why? Because I've done it. You can measure my actions. They're not just words. I'm not just on here to say, oh yeah, this, that. No, it can be measured. People will use you, most certainly. One of the most heartbreaking for me as a veteran advocate has been how our veteran community eats his own. That's been the hardest for me to watch, to be quite honest. We have veteran communities. Some of them are good and some of them not so good. And I watch them eat each other up. And I'm like, you're the same community that says that no one cares about you and you're there for each other, but you're destroying each other. And I don't understand that. And again, the only conclusion I come to is misery loves company. And if that's what you're attracting. So you either decide for yourself and say, this is not what I want to be a part of. That's why you don't see Sunny a part of too many veteran community groups per se, because I have seen too much and I don't want that. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to witness that. Good people are good people. Bad people are bad people. People are going to do what people do. It doesn't matter if you're veteran or civilian. I've been hurt by civilians too, and I'm just going to say that too. At the end of the day, match the energy that you seek is what I'll say. If it feels good to you, lean into it. Obviously, we always are protected. I'm protected. I no longer trust people's words that, no, now I'm at show me. I'm at the show me state, right? Missouri, show me state. I'm at the show me state. I'm going to get a t-shirt made that says that, show me state. Show me. Don't tell me no more. Don't tell me you support me. Show me you support me. Those are action words. I've been hurt too many times. Action means everything. And love bombing, yes, I know all about that. I'm not someone that needs to be put on a pedestal. Just, I know you feel the same way. Like, we don't want to be on pedestals. I don't need all of that. Supporting me is supporting the mission and what we're doing by being here as you are, supporting each other. That means the world to me. It's not even about me. It's about everyone that's a part of it. I don't know if you want to add to that, Chief.
I think it's, for me, Chillbilly helped me a lot with this, and that's with patience, because fake people won't last the long haul. They can't match your energy, especially when you're staying positive. And we already determined that takes time and practice to be positive for ourselves, because that's a choice that we have to continue to make. And some people are positive, some people are negative, and the difference is the actions of doing so over time. But Chillbilly taught me to be patient. And just like with your crops, you plant your seed and you wait for it to grow. You can't plant the seed and be like, I want corn now. You have to wait for it to grow. And real people are going to be there in time. Fake people aren't going to mess around. They're just looking for something. If they're not getting it, they're going to vibrate right out of your life really quick. But real people, they'll stick around. They'll stick around and prove it to you, unless, they're on their own journey and they've got their own crews. But if they really care and they're there for you, they're there for the long haul. And I feel like so oftentimes we ignore it in our gut. We know the truth, or we can sense something's wrong. You don't have to make your decisions right away, but if you sense something with somebody, pause and let them show you. Give it a little time. I promise it doesn't take a lot. If you can wait it out, you'll find out the truth that you felt all along.
Yeah, too often we feel guilty. I know I do. I'm like, oh, but that's one of my veterans. That doesn't mean we won't be there for people when they need us. But for instance, I struggle with that piece. So I'll allow them to hurt me. What I will say to you is this too. I know Steve mentioned circle. Yeah, my circle, guys, I know a lot of people. My circle's small. It's not big. My circle's small for a reason. My kids used to actually say this to me. You have no friends. I'm like, no, I do. I have a lot of acquaintances. Very few people come in my circle. Hashtag bubble life, big brother. Very few people. If you're in my bubble, I'm going to tell you right now, it took a while for you to get there, number one. You had to really earn my trust and show me that I can trust you in my bubble. And people will leave your bubble. And a few times actually on this app, people will ask me like, hey, what happened to so-and-so? They're not coming in anymore. I don't know. Ask them. At the end of the day, what you're going to find is people will show you who they are. They're going to leave on their own terms. We don't kick people out. This isn't a club. Okay. I will block you though. I will block people that if they're disrespectful, have hurt me or someone profoundly, I will block you. I have zero tolerance for hate or anything like that. I won't tolerate it. On my own terms, I will block people because I have boundaries. And if you've crossed them, I no longer trust you. You're done. I wish you well, all of that good stuff, but I don't need you in my circle. But yeah, people who are not ready to put in the work will leave on their own terms. And then you notice it's like, where do they go? Where do they go? And then you can hope, and you hope that they're working on themselves. That's what you hope for. That's what I hope for. I hope that they're taking this time away to improve, practice what they need to practice to self-heal. Healing is a journey. It's not easy. It's not a one-day fix-all. You don't get to go away for a day, come back and say, I'm better now. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I think a small circle, I don't think of that as a weakness. I think of that as a filter, which means I've chosen quality over noise and realized that not everyone deserves access to me. And we're all that way. We've lived life. We've been through things. We've been through hurt. And a lot of the time when you start to feel it, you can say, you know what? I don't even need this anymore. Like, I don't need this in my circle. And it becomes so obvious the more that we practice it and the less we allow it, the less that we enable that in our lives.
Yeah.
Is one of the big ones. And there's signs everywhere, like the right circle doesn't compete with you. They celebrate with you, they check in on you without needing anything. They just think of you, they respect your boundaries. Even when you tell them no, they're like, okay, right on. And they bring light. They're not just somebody that's there to help you carry the load, but they make that journey fun. You want them by your side. It's not just about what are you doing for me, but it's pleasant to be with them.
Yeah.
And, like in service in the military, who you can count on when shit hit the fan. It's not everybody. I had a guy on my boat, I won't even say names, but step one was render him unconscious so that the rest of us are safe in the event of, ish going down. But I knew that. I knew who I could count on and who I couldn't count on. It's no different, out here in the real world every day, back here in America, even here on TikTok. The sunny side comes from knowing your circle's got your six. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know when you're living life on the sunny side.
You're living life on the sunny side. And you know what time it is, guys. It's time because Sequoia is in the house. We got Sequoia in the house. We got time for a little washa. So join me because we have to. It's been 3 weeks and I've missed you guys. Let's go. Get some of that energy up. Much love. Let's go.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn
Where's your
it
shoulders,
on.
Chief?
Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. Come on, like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know.
Let's go. Chief, let's go.
I can see but you when you dance. Feel good creeping up on you, so just dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance. And ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't be control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my...
Look, I know you're all dancing in here. I know it. Thank you all. You know we can't end a live without having a little bit of that. I don't know about you guys. It's not even, I don't know, this song. There's something about the energy it gives that I hope all of you are getting. And if you're in the hallway watching, yeah, this is what we do. All right? This is what I do. This is the goofy side of Sunny. This is me living life on the sunny side. I've been living life on the sunny side for several years now, guys, after I got myself out of my own depressive state through COVID. So many of us, right? You have to find something. You're either going to sink or swim. Choose to swim. Keep swimming. That's what I'm here to tell you. Keep swimming. You're all amazing. You're here for a reason, and you're a masterpiece. And people are like, no, I'm not. I got this wrong with me. I got that wrong. No, you're a masterpiece because no one else in this world like you. You're here for a reason. And take that time because you're worth it. Take the time to discover what makes your soul light up. Feed your soul with whatever it needs. Is it sitting by, I don't know, the water? What makes you happy? Truly. And please don't say a person. Please don't tell me it's a person because I have children too. I have a significant other. He makes me happy. I have people in my life that make me happy. But what makes you happy? You know, at the end of the day, we have moments in our lives where none of those people are around us, and it's solely relying on you. What makes you happy? Do you know how to fill your cup? This is how we started our live today, and I wanted to conclude it by saying just that. Take out a piece of paper and write down what makes you happy. You know, stop taking, too often we avoid putting in the work because it is work. Putting in the work on ourselves to identify with what's really going on. You know what's going on, but put in the work because you're worth it. And I'm here to remind you that you're worth it. I believe in you. Now you need to believe in yourself. You're not alone doing this. We're all here. We're all on this journey together. Trust me. We really are. I mean, imagine the fun bus we'd have if we were on one. And maybe one day we'll have a Sunny Side of Life bus and I'll pick every single one of you up across this country. We'll even go to Bali, Steve. We'll even go to Bali and have a veterans meetup. That would be amazing. It really is a mindset. It is how we set our day out. Like today, I plan to have an amazing day, guys. I plan to play my music. I plan to do my chores. I plan to have a good day. And if I'm great, you know, I'm hoping the weather's going to hold out. I know I'm getting some kind of stormy weather. So I'm like, shit, no kayaking for me. But it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that I still can't enjoy it. So be sure to take care of the most important person. That is YOU. Chief?
Yes. Fill your cup and do one thing today that tomorrow will thank you for. I challenge everybody to do that. Do something today that tomorrow you will be like, oh, I'm awesome that I did this for myself. That's that self-love. That's a good practice in the right direction. That's how you change your perspective shift from negative to a positive. Take a break. Schedule a pause before stress schedules one for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, take your breaks. You deserve them. Live on the sunny side. Find one moment of gratitude or laughter and hold on to it. I'll be live tonight for music. That's going to be one that I've scheduled for me. If you care to join and you want to partake, please do. That's just a good example of one way to do that. And protect your circle. You know what I'm saying? Keep it small. Keep it real. And invest in the ones that show up for you. But also, be the person that shows up for them. It's matching energy. You know what I'm saying? The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. And the more you change your life. You know, you change the way you think, you change the way you live your life. That's a fact.
Live the life you love and love the life you live. What does that mean to you? That doesn't mean life's going to be perfect, that it's not going to be interrupted. We're always going to have things happening around us, guys. It's just life. You know, laugh it off. I'm like, oh, freaking dumpster fire. I've said that, and then I laugh. People think I'm crazy. I'm like, I just laugh. I'm like, and then I get over the dumpster fire, put that one out, and I keep it going, keep it moving. That's what I say. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it, keep on swimming. You guys are incredible people, honestly. If you want a reminder, living life on the sunny side, if you have your own saying and you want it on a shirt, send it to me. Send it to me. Maybe I'll put it on a shirt, and then you guys can order your own shirt with your own saying. I don't mind doing that for you guys because I think it's so important. And it'd be interesting to see what catchy phrase you have for you. Living life on the sunny side. What does that mean for you? To me, it just means stay bright. Never let anyone dim your light. You just keep it moving. Yeah, they'll try. There's always going to be outside interferences trying to dim your light. People are going to trigger you. People are going to piss you off, disappoint you, hurt you. Yes, all of it. But there's also going to be people that are going to love on you. They're going to support you. They're going to make you freaking laugh. They're going to enhance your life. You're going to have all of that too. It's not all negative. It's all an outlook.
Yeah, what tickles your pickle?
What tickles your pickle? When I knew Chief was wearing this, I have a Chillbilly shirt with a pickle. What tickles your pickle? And I was going to wear my tank because he has these tanks too, the Chillbilly. And I was like, oh, but I really wanted to wear my living life on the sunny side. So there I went. I went with my brand. But guys, take a look at our link trees, please. Get to know if you don't already know. It takes like a second to go through our link trees and be like, oh, I didn't know this or I didn't know that. If you like coffee and you want to order Roast 22, hashtag never alone. Go into an amazing mission. For Operator Coffee, Sunny 10 is the code. You get a discount there. It's veteran owned. I'm all about supporting as many veterans as possible, but I also have to believe in what's going on. I have to believe in that mission, how it's truly helping people. That is important to me as well, because I'm putting my name behind it, and my name means something to me. It's my word. It's all of it. What else can I say? Check out our nonprofit guys. Take a look at our website, Break Stigmas. We're breaking stigmas every single day. We're doing our best, right? We're doing our best. We're doing this collectively. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the support that you give Sunnyside. Thank you for the support that you give Chief. I will definitely be on there tonight, vibing with Chief. Maybe maybe I'll have a little fire going while I'm on his live tonight. That'll be my mindful moment for myself. Thank you for the love and the support that you give my mindful moments each and every day for my planks. I think today will be day 593, raising awareness to 22 a day, 22 too many, and bringing you a mindful moment. Most often than not, I incorporate some kind of message. Take a minute to read those messages. And yes, there'll always be pictures there too. Thank you for being on this journey with us. You're truly amazing. Take care of you because you matter. If you need support, please reach out to somebody in the DMs. You're not alone. You just have to reach out. Much love to all of you. I loved being back here with all of you for Cawfee Talk. Thank you, Chief, for joining me once again. I'm not sure what episode this is because it's been 3 weeks. I think it's episode 36, 37, 38. Either way, we're freaking rock stars. If you've missed our episodes, please go on over to my link tree, to my YouTube channel. They're all there. They're 1 hour. There's a lot of great messaging in there, a lot of great reminders, and they're great to listen to when you're driving. So, and cleaning the house. I have listened to my own. I'm like, we said that? Damn, that was good. I love every single one of you. Thank you for being who you are to each other and to us. We value your friendships. Thank you. Let's go.
Turn it up.
Tomorrow's Independence Day here.
30 seconds, gotta try. What is it? I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing the point. I need a coffee and a joint. I got this feeling inside. Can't find no balance in my mind. I must be missing the point. I need a coffee
Get out there and own the day. Share your smile with as many people as you can. Who cares if they think you're crazy? Wave at them in the car. Do one of these. Do one of these. Much love to all of you. I'll see you tonight, 7 p.m. Central Time for Vibin' with Chief. Can't wait. And I will be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for Free for All. Keep being the amazing people that you are. And if you need a gentle reminder, let us know. We'll let you know that you're an awesome person. Have a good one, guys. Much love. Stay sunny.